Hi Scrapbook friends, welcome back to my channel. Virginia here with a new layout which I created using a Hip Kit Club kit of some months ago. These are the photos that I want to scrap, and at this point I hadn't decided yet which and how many of them to use, but I certainly knew that I wanted to use this beautiful floral paper from the Whimsical collection by Paige Evans for pink Paislee. So what I'm going to do is fussy cut all these beautiful flower clusters, and I think I will use all of them. I'm cutting along the big flowers and leaves while I'm leaving aside the skinny branches with little leaves because they would be too weak, so I prefer just to cut the big parts. And now for the magic of video editing, here are all my fussy cut flowers, which I'm going to arrange along two opposite corners of this white cardstock sheet, which is going to be my background. And my idea basically is to have two big clusters of flowers on opposite corners, and then to situate my photos somewhere in the middle. As you see, I'm trying to decide if I want to include all of these three photos, which I find all very nice and cute actually, or just one of them. And in the end I will opt for just one, printed in a slightly bigger size, which I'm going to put on the bottom left corner. But first, of course, I want to jazz up a bit my background. So I'm using thick cardstock, so I'm not using gesso. Also, I'm not going to use too much water, so I decided not to put gesso, and I'm applying ink directly onto the cardstock. And as you will see, I'm going to use a few distress oxides and some Shimmerz paint and the packaging technique to create various splotches of colors, of different colors. And I want to add color, in particular behind the photo and the two corners where the flowers are going to be. So I used this lovely yellow, which is called fossilized amber, and this is one of my favorite colors of distress oxides. Then I used a little bit of Mermaid Lagoon and Broken China. I also created some sort of pink, mixing some candied apple with Shimmerz vibes called Dope Art Pink, which has shimmery particles into it. And I also mixed some spiced marmalade with the yellow to get a light orange, and now I'm adding this darker blue, which is an original Shimmerz by Shimmerz Paints. And it is not only shimmery, but it's also texture treated, which is something that I absolutely love. Now I'm going to add some green as well. Basically, what I'm doing, I'm bringing in all the colors which are included in the flower clusters. And now it looks like a mess with no rhyme and reason, but actually when I put all the things on top, you will be able to see these splotches only peeking through the flowers and the photo, and it will be much nicer. I used also another Shimmerz called Sunflowers to create some golden splatters, And now I'm going to work on my photos, and I'm using 3 papers from the Whimsical collection by Paige Evans to back it to create various layers behind it. So one is thin rainbow stripes, another one yellow and white stripes, and then the third is 2 shades of blue. And now, as I anticipated, I want to situate the picture on the bottom left corner. But first I'm starting to glue down the flowers, and I'm going to glue some of them with foam tape to raise them up, and some of them flat, because I want to create different levels and heights. I really like to have a lot of dimension in my projects. So first I'm adding the various clusters in the 2 corners, And then I'll also add some other loose leaf and flowers, small flowers. Now you see that I'm covering most of the splotches, but this is intended. I actually wanted only to have a little bit of color peeking through the flowers. And now I'm going to glue down also my picture below some of the leaves and flowers. And I'm going to use my T-ruler to try to glue it straight, more or less. Then for my title, I'm going to use these lovely cardstock phrase stickers, which are part of the Golden Road collection by 102 for American Crafts. I love the collection, and I think the font of this phrase is lovely. So I'm going to use these better together. And while I decide where I want to situate it, I go on with looking through the other embellishments in the kit and decide what to use. These are the cardstock stickers of the Whimsical collection by Paige Evans, which include many phrases as well and many icons. And there are a lot of clouds in this set, and I think I'm going to use all of them on this layout. It's a colorful clouds, lovely. Now finally I'm decided where to glue the title, and then I will continue adding stickers all around it. As you can see, actually this layout came together quite easily. I didn't overthink anything. All these embellishments are so lovely that it was quite easy to create this layout, to make it beautiful, in my opinion at least. Now I'm continuing adding stickers, and I want to include this journal spot. This was in the ephemeral set of the Field Notes collection by Vicky Butin. And I want to stick it there, partially behind the flower and the photo. I'm also stapling a couple of other die cuts from the same set to the journaling spot. I will add my journaling later. Now the set of phrases includes various hearts as well, which are perfect for this layout. And finally, I also want to add some of these fun wooden buttons by Hadfield, included in our collection along the way with Pebbles. And this will basically conclude my layout. I really hope that you like my project. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. This is very important for me. Also, let me know if you have any question or doubt. I will be happy to answer. By the way, do not forget the giveaway that I'm running at the moment. I'll leave you all the information here below. Please take part. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.